Hi folks, I'm the Bald Guy. These are Bald Guy Basics, and I have a very quick video for you today about safety, especially if you burn debris. I've got a friend recently that was burning some things at his home, some trash, and then when he was done, he shoveled up the ashes into a bag and put the bag in his truck and started to the dumpsters to, deposit his trash, and didn't realize that he had live fire in some of those ashes, and it burned his truck and burned him. I want to show you, I'll show you what I've been doing this morning, and then I'll show you how careful you have to be. So hold on with me just a second. Yep, I've been running a wood splitter and stacking the wood, and I've got more to do. That's hickory, so that'll be for smokers. But back here you see the debris, and this is, most of it has already been picked up. I raked my debris into a pile, a little burn pile, and I'm not too far from the woods. I'm not too far from some really dry wood, but you can burn fairly safely. But this thing is hot. I'm standing 4 feet away and I can feel it. Now this is wood that was just split in this week. Today's Thursday, so I've split every day this week until it got hot. But one of the things I did, set it down where you can see it, I keep a flower pot, a watering pot of water for the just in case moment. And I had to go up to the house just now, so I came back to check on this. Now here's the interesting thing. Before I left, I dumped an entire pot of water on this fire. Now I knew what would happen, but that fire is, it's all coals. Like I said, this is not really dry wood. This is green wood. Right there is some of the white oak that I burned, but a lot of those shavings were in there, so they burn very well. When you create a fire, I'll even show you. Now you can see that I'm not being sparse with my water. But I'll stop there. Golly, that stinks. So I have a fire that's going to chase me with smoke. It's all over my phone here. And that fire is not out. Now, one of the things I did, I've got a rake over here, and after my initial burn of the small shavings and stuff, I raked everything to the middle, so I have a little bit of a buffer before you get to grass or anything. And you can see there's just enough breeze, and I mean just barely enough for the smoke to move, but it's not enough to blow this in any direction. But I'm going to have to come out here again and again and again to monitor this fire, because it will not go out. I used to wait, and once a year I would burn all of my shavings, and I would have, my gosh, I'd have a pile as big as that wood pile there sometimes. And I would work and burn for hours, and then I would string the water hose down, and I would soak the thing until it stopped smoking. Usually that would be by 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Go in, clean up, go to bed, come out the next day. And the pile that was much like this one, with several inches of ashes and coals still in place, I'd come out the next morning and it would be flat, because it makes charcoal, and it will continue to burn until it's done. So if you, working around your wood pile, decide to rid yourself of the shavings and the junk that comes off the splitter, and there's usually a fair bit of it, I want to remind you that be very careful about burning, because once this gets started, the only way to put it out is not just to wet it, but then to spread it and get the fuel away from a central place. So to kind of spread it out so that it can't, the various coals can't help each other. On the other hand, I don't mind wetting it down and slowing it down, but it will continue to burn it'll just do so at a little slower pace. So be sure that you are safe when you're burning, and that'll make all of us happier. I'm the Bald Guy. These are Bald Guy Basics. Leave us a like, leave us subscribe to the channel, share these with your friends, and we will see you on the next video.